You know you have 3 rainy day coupons, yeah? 3. There's a project. No, hang on. Friends, give me just a minute here. I want to record this for those who aren't in class to hear. So just give me just 30 seconds of time, then go back to visiting again. I know I keep lying to you and telling you I'm not going to do this. So you have 3 rainy day coupons, yes? Yes. Project, exam, quiz. Most of you haven't used the project coupon. Most students never use it. But the way that works is if you forget the day, like next week you have a project due, yes? I think on Wednesday. If you walk in Wednesday and you're like, oh crap, I totally spaced it, that's okay. Assuming you haven't used it yet, you print the coupon, attach it to your project, hand it in 24 hours late or quicker than that, no penalty. The only thing you do is you lose, there's 5 extra credit points you'll lose for using that coupon. So if you look at your progress report, at the bottom of the progress report, there's an extra credit little box, extra points. I think there's 4 different components. You can get a exam credit, quiz credit, project credit, and there's also extra. There's all kinds of little extra point things sprinkled. You may have seen it on the quiz. You're getting it back right now, but there was a fee, the quiz on fee, the golden ratio last week. There was an extra credit option on that. If you're looking at the extra resources page, there's extra credit opportunities. This is going longer than 30 seconds, I apologize. But there's all kinds of little extra point things sprinkled throughout. If you do those extra credit points, they'll show up there. Most of you haven't done them, which is why they're blank right now. Totally fine. And then if anybody's wondering why they have 5 points in the project spot, it's because you haven't used the coupon yet. As soon as you use it, you lose those 5 extra points. If you don't see points in the exam correction column yet, what the hell are you waiting for? If you didn't get a perfect score on your exam, get some points back, yes? That's the point of that coupon, the point of the exam coupon. I got a couple turned in right now. There are some coming back to you guys today. If you didn't get a perfect score on that exam, even if you only lost 1 point, get that point back. You can get up to 5 points back. Yeah, Taylor?
It's not 72 hours?
Not for the exams. No, the exam says it has to be turned in by week 10. That's it. You're getting 72 hours. There's nothing but 72 hours. Except the number of times till my mind says you can use that joke again because they've probably forgotten it. That's only a 72-hour thing. So, no, there's a 24-hour on the coupon on the project. So suppose you forget to do a project, you get exactly 1 day or less to bring it to be done. But I took the time thing off the exam corrections because some students just couldn't get everything in by the next class period. Okay. But don't forget it's there. I guess that's what I'm saying. Because some students will just forget that it's there and never turn it in. And then they want to turn it in like next term, and I'm like, well, you can't do it now. So don't forget it's there.
Okay. For the final exam, are we doing that in class?
No. There's I have you doing it in class that day. Very, very brief. Shouldn't take very long. You'll bring the exam with you to class.
Is the exam even up there yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
One more quick comment. I wasn't planning on doing this early, but it's perfect. Why not? Tammy asked about the final exam. There is really no such thing as a final exam in here. It's just your next exam. So it picks up where the first one left off. I'll have it posted, I'm hoping, by the end of this weekend. I'm working on it right now. I'm collecting ideas together. That'll be posted. You'll have however much time to work on it then. And it's just like the first exam. You bring it in on whatever the final exam day is. I don't know what it is for this class. It's probably Wednesday or Monday, whatever day it is. So the way the school works, though, is I have to have you in this room and check a box that says I had you in the room for an assessment. So you're going to bring your exam, bring it in, and I have a survey I want you to do. I collect data from you guys because I want to find out from you how the assessment of this class worked, how the lineup of this class worked, how the topics in this class, if there was something you especially liked, there's something you especially didn't like. So I'll have you do that on the last day. So it won't be a final in the traditional sense that you come in here wanting to vomit and then leave and vomit. Maybe vomit while you're in here. So the idea is you do the exam before you come in, just like the first one. Just like everything else in this class, right? You do the assessments before you come in the day they're due. Does that make sense? Right. So you do have to come because I have to have you here doing something on that day. But it'll be very brief. It will definitely not take 2 hours.
Okay.
Fair? Good question. Thank you, Tammy. Pete?
So with the exam fix,
yes,
it wouldn't make sense to do it unless you missed more than 5 points, right?
Pete's got a very good question. I want to make sure we clear this up right now. He says, for the exam fix, the exam rainy day coupon, and the quiz one for that matter. The quiz rainy day coupon allows you to get a 10 on any quiz you didn't get a 10 on. So suppose you turned a quiz in and got a 1 on it, you can get 9 of those points back and make it a perfect 10. Quiz works. The exam tops out at 5 points. But Pete's question is, well, suppose I only lost 3 points on the exam. Shouldn't I save the rainy day exam coupon? The answer is a resounding no! It's not worth anything unless you use it. The only coupon that's worth something if you don't use it is the project one, because the project is a get out of jail free card. And the reason you have it is in case you forget to turn a project in. It buys you an extra 24. I want to reward you for not ever having to use it. That's why it's worth 5. The exam and the quiz corrections are not worth anything unless you use them. Some people are going to say, well, I got 100 on the exam. That blows. Well, if you got 100 on the exam, you don't need the coupon now, do you?
Isn't there another exam?
Brittany, go ahead.
And there's another exam.
There's another exam, but the problem is you can't use it on that one because, think about it, you turn the exam in and then you're out of my life forever. And that makes me sad. But it also makes it impossible to use the coupon unless you want me to come track you down in June at your house. Hey! With sunscreen on my nose. Isn't that, guys? So, it has to be used on the first exam. Cool? Does that make sense? Thank you for the question, Pete. Thank you, Tammy, for that question, too. Good questions. So use the quiz. What most students do with the quiz is they wait till week 10, and then they figure out whatever quiz they did the worst on and resubmit that one. So, in other words, suppose your lowest right now is a 7, and I hope that stays your lowest. But suppose you tank a quiz in week 9. You get like a 1 out of 10 on it or something, then use it on that one. Don't use it on the 7, use it on the... what I usually end up having is a pile of corrected quizzes on the last day of class. Totally fine. And Emily gets paid by the hour, so she likes that too. Fair enough? Good. Thank you for all these questions. Very, very good ones. I know we say them all the time, but sometimes you're not ready to hear them when we say it, and then you have to hear it again, which is totally great. All right, let me keep handing stuff back. I'm glad